Christmas. The fire crackling gently all the while. Snow is falling down. Guess everything's just right. But I'll be wishing you were here with me. Everywhere I go is Christmas. Our town filled with wonder and delight. The season to rejoice brings.
Good morning, friends. Welcome back to my channel, and thank you so much for joining me for today's cozy day in the life. You guys can probably tell by my voice, but I'm currently getting over a cold. I think I'm at the end of it because I'm actually feeling so much better today. However, I still want to take things slow and just do some cozy things here around the house. So I decided to bring you guys along. I'll be making some potato soup for dinner. I also want to bake some cookies, and I want to get some decorating done. So I have a tiny little decor haul to share with you guys, and of course the decorating. We all know that decorating brings me so much happiness, and it truly does help my mental health. So I hope this video brings you some motivation, and as always, if it does, please give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe. And on the note of mental health, I also want to share with you guys that this video is being sponsored by BetterHelp, which is a platform that assesses your needs and matches you to your own professional licensed therapist. You can start communicating with your therapist within 48 hours, which is amazing. BetterHelp is not a crisis line, and it's not self-help, but it is professional therapy done securely online, which means that I do not have to leave the comfort of my home, and I can take my therapy session right here, cozied up on my couch, which is amazing. BetterHelp has a broad range of expertise in their network of 20,000 plus therapists that may not be available to you locally. However, their services are available to clients worldwide. They also make it super easy and simple for you to communicate with your therapist. You can simply log into your account and send your therapist a message and expect to receive a prompt and thoughtful response. Or you also have the option of scheduling a video call or a phone session with your therapist without having to wait in an uncomfortable waiting room as you would with traditional therapy. Okay, another amazing thing about BetterHelp is that they are committed to facilitating great matches. So they also make it easy and free to change a therapist if needed. They are also more affordable than traditional offline therapy, but they also have a financial aid available. They just want you to start living a happier life today, which is amazing. If you are interested in trying out BetterHelp like me, you can visit betterhelp.com/Cass and Home. That's betterhelp.com/Cass and Home to start your journey and join over 1 million people who are taking charge of their mental health with the help of a professional expert. And yes, there's a special offer. Again, go to betterhelp.com/Cass and Home for 10% off. And again, thank you so much to BetterHelp for sponsoring today's video. Now let's go ahead and get started with this soup recipe.
But maybe there's a star to lead the way. 'Cause I wanna hold you when Santa's coming around and kiss you.
Okay friends, so as you just saw, to get started with this potato soup recipe, I went ahead and started off by peeling about 5 medium-sized potatoes and then giving them a good wash before cutting them up into fairly large cubes. I just do this so that it cooks easier and the potato actually cooks through, so that is why I cut it up, but you definitely don't have to if you're gonna leave this on for the entire day. And once that was done, I went ahead and added it to the crock pot and then moved on to dicing up my yellow onion. You can use an entire onion, or you can do what I did, which is I only used about the half of the onion just because I'm not the biggest fan of onion in my food. But again, that's optional. If you enjoy onion, just add the entire thing. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add 2 cups of chicken broth. You can add more or less depending on the consistency that you want, but I found that 2 cups is perfect. Then I'll add about 2 garlic cloves. I didn't have garlic cloves, I only had like this minced garlic, so I added what I thought was equal to 2 garlic cloves. And then of course you're just gonna season it with salt and pepper as much or as little as you want. I think I used about 2 teaspoons of salt and a teaspoon of pepper, but again, when it's done, you can definitely taste it and add more if you wish. And then I'll add 1.5 cups of heavy whipping cream, a block of cream cheese, and then I'm gonna cover it and put it on low for about 8 hours, and then I'll move on to the cookies.
The fire crackling gently all the while. Snow is falling down. Guess everything's just right. But I'll be wishing you were here with me.
Okay friends, so for this cookie recipe, I will go ahead and leave the exact ingredients and measurements down in the description box. I used half of those listed just because I didn't have to make that many cookies, but I'm just starting off by creaming the butter, the sugar, the salt, and the vanilla extract, and I'm just gonna mix this until I get a fluffy consistency, which you guys will see in just a little. But once that consistency was reached, I went ahead and started incorporating the flour 1/2 cup at a time until the dough reached a crumbly consistency, which again I will show you guys in just a bit, but you want to make sure you get it to that consistency before we move on to the next step.
Coming round and kiss you right beneath that mistletoe.
Okay friends, so once your dough is crumbly like you guys just saw, you are going to take your cranberries and you are going to finely chop them. So you want to make sure they are finely chopped, so when it comes time to cut out your cookies, it is super easy and you don't struggle with the cranberries sliding through and making your dough crumble. So that is why you want to make sure you complete this step before you incorporate them into your dough.
So check out my list, 'cause I've already...
Okay, so another thing I added that is not called for in the recipe is some roasted sliced almonds, but you guys know that I always have to put my own twist on the recipes I find, and I thought this would be such a nice added touch. So I added about a handful, but again, I'm just using half of the measurements I'm listing down in the description box, so just add as many as you want. Once my dough was done, I just laid it out on some parchment paper, and with my hands I worked it into a log. The size of your log is going to depend on the width of cookies that you want. You guys will see mine in just a minute, but once that was done, I wrapped it in some plastic wrap and put it to chill in the fridge. You want to put it to chill for at least 2 hours minimum, but the longer the better. Mine was in the fridge for about 4, maybe 5 hours, but yeah, we'll move on to that step in just a bit. I'm gonna put this to chill and then we're gonna do some decorating. Okay guys, now that we have the potato soup going in the crock pot and we have the cookie dough chilling in the fridge, I want to go ahead and show you guys the few things I picked up for the front door. I didn't do anything extravagant. I'm just adding a few little touches, and the first item is really the one to blame and why I actually decided to just do something small out there, and that is this beautiful doormat. How cute is this. It's the most adorable thing I've seen this entire season. It is comparable to the Anthropology one. If you guys have seen it, the Anthropology one is basically the same thing. It just doesn't have any of like the colors, so no green, no reds, nothing. It's just like the white detailing, and that one is expensive, so I loved it, but I never would buy it. Like, I honestly wouldn't. But this one is actually from World Market, and it was only $13, and then I had a 15% coupon and then a 10% coupon, so I ended up paying like $9 for this doormat. So I thought it was such a good deal to pass up. And next up, let me grab it real quick. So since I decided to do something out there, I went ahead and decided as well that I'm actually gonna move the little Christmas tree I have in my kitchen, just because it is getting a little bit annoying when we're like passing through trying to get to the fridge and so on. So if you guys didn't see my kitchen decorate with me, I will go ahead and link it up in the corner for you guys, but I'm talking about that tree. So I just went ahead and I got these cute little garland. They look like light bulbs. They're just in a bunch of fun, colorful colors, and they're all glittered, so glitter is perfect for outside. I don't mind it out there. I mind it in here, but not outside. So I think this is gonna look so cute. And then I grabbed these little ornaments as well, so I can do a quick little DIY on this wreath right here. So this one is from Walmart last year, and I just thought I would add a little bit of color since that doormat is so cute. So I'm gonna do that little DIY real quick, and then we're gonna go and lay out our decorations, and yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay friends, so this DIY was so easy and such a great way to reuse this wreath I got from Walmart last year without having to buy a new one to match the theme I wanted for the front door. So I'm just taking some hot glue and I'm gluing these little ornaments onto the wreath, and then of course I moved on to decorating the front, which if you saw my fall front door decorate with me, you guys know I don't have a front porch, but I did like decorating this little area, so I decided I wanted to do it for Christmas as well. And of course the shining piece is this beautiful rug. Like I said, I am so in love with it. I think it's so cute, and right beside it I just pulled out the wooden stool, the crock, and inside the crock I added that little Christmas tree. This is the exact setup I had it in my kitchen, so I figured it worked out here. And then of course the tree has some twinkling lights, but I went ahead and strung this garland, and I just thought it added such a fun pop of color out here. And if I can hopefully convince Jonathan of putting some lights outside like around our house, I would love it to be these type of lights, so like the super colorful big light bulb lights. I don't know, that's just my dream. But anyways, after that I went ahead and I hung this little sign up right here, and then of course I had to hang up the wreath on the door, and that is it. So simple, but I really do love the festive touch that it adds. Okay friends, so once my dough had chilled for a few hours, I went ahead and pulled it out of the fridge and took it out of the plastic wrap, and then sliced it into about a 1/4 inch rounds before placing it on my cookie sheets. And then I baked them at 375 degrees for about 12 minutes, maybe 15. Again, baking time is just gonna vary on the size of your cookie and your oven, so I would say to keep an eye on them, and once you start seeing the edges turn a very nice golden brown color, that is when you're gonna take them out. Okay, so once we were about an hour out from sitting down to eat dinner, I went ahead and added some cheddar cheese to the potato soup. I used about half a cup, and then I went ahead and just mashed it up as much as I wanted. Personally, I left some chunks of potato in there, but you can mash this up as much as you want to your taste, of course. And then I just tasted it for salt and pepper, and that was it. I moved on to taking out the cookies from the oven, and again, this step is optional, which you guys will see in just a bit. But once my cookies were completely cooled off, I went ahead and melted some chocolate chips and dipped half the cookie in the chocolate. The recipe actually calls for white chocolate, I believe, but I would even dare to say to just skip this step entirely. You guys will see during our taste test that we personally thought the cookie itself was better without the chocolate. It was good with the chocolate, but the cookie was so delicious without it. So again, I would definitely say skip that step, but again, you'll hear more about it in just a bit. Finally, I'm just gonna go ahead and serve the potato soup. I added some green onions, some more cheddar cheese, and some bacon bits, and that is everything for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you a lot of cozy motivation and inspiration, and as always, if you did enjoy it, please give me a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye. Okay friends, our taste tester is finally back, and he's gonna go ahead and have dinner first before dessert. We usually do it the other way around, but he's feeling a little bit under the weather, and I think this potato soup is gonna be perfect. So, do us the honors. It's probably really hot.
Potato soup.
That's all it is, but it's good, huh?
Yeah, it's good. What is it? Cheese? Some cheese in there or what?
It's like heavy cream, cream cheese, potatoes, onions, and that's it.
Yep.
And cheese. Good?
Yeah.
Gonna be good for your soul. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and enjoy this, and we'll be right back with the dessert taste test.
Alright, bye-bye.
Alright, oops. There is your dessert.
What is this?
It is a cranberry shortbread cookie with chocolate.
Only $4.99 shipped each one. Okay. Trying to taste the cranberry. Okay. I realized one thing. My taste buds are probably not working. I'm sick, you guys.
Is it good for like a no taste bud?
Yeah, that's good. It is a very good cookie.
Okay, I haven't even tasted lemon. This is a new recipe, so let me taste it. My hair's a mess, you guys. I'm sorry. It's the end of the day.
Peínate, babe.
See?
No te
That's so mean. Peíname. There? Good? Okay, sorry, you guys. Okay, let me taste it.
You're gonna break your tooth on camera. You're gonna break your tooth on camera. Babe. Don't talk with your mouth open. I'm kidding. Yeah.
They're good.
They good? A stubby Johnny.
They taste like those Milano cookies. The ones with chocolate inside of them?
Yeah, I know which ones you're talking about. The minty ones?
No. You know, like the ones Alejandra brought the other day? That guy was eating?
But they're minty, no?
I'll pop up a picture. Except for the cranberries, obviously, but it's just an added, like, sweetness.
No, they're good. But these would be good with coffee.
They're like, they're not so sweet, so they're, like, good to pair with something sweet.
Oh, yeah, once you get... I think maybe not putting so much chocolate on them.
Like, once you get to the side without chocolate?
Maybe just, like, putting it in the center or something.
Like a drizzle?
Yeah. Because the cookie is better than the chocolate.
Good thoughts, good thoughts. Overall, the cookie itself?
Can you put that, like, chubby guy from Toy Story next to me?
Yes.